Hello everybody, this is Nick Simpson from webmasterbusinessplan.com, as you can see right there. And this video is possibly not the last, but is very close to the last in the series that I have done on how to create a SEO friendly web page, guys. And I'm following along with the Google search engine optimization starter's guide, and folks, this is a free document you can get from google.com. Just go search it. And I think we left off with the images and maybe talking a little about sitemaps and robots, but the images we're done with, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up on the robots text, guys. You're going to want to go research more because I cannot tell you all of the functions and switches and what you can do inside of the robots.txt text file, guys. But what you can do using this file, guys, is tell Google and other search engines which folders to look in and which folders not to look in. And this is very, very important if you run a members site. If you run a members site, guys, and you don't tell the robots.txt file to not look in your members folder, what you're doing is you're allowing Google to index personal information from your visitors. This is confidential information sometimes if you have phone numbers and addresses in your database, and it's important that you keep this stuff personal and you keep it confidential. If you're allowing Google to spider this information, then this is on the internet for anybody to see, and that is not a good thing for you or your business, guys. So, with that in mind, robots text, very important. Google it, learn more about it, and make sure you edit that file. Also, you can tell the robots where to look using the same file. Now that is more important because you're going to want to send visitors or send the robots to where sections of your site that you want indexed are. So make sure that you learn more about the robots.txt, and Google actually has a robots.txt generator where you can give it the information you want it to use and it'll create the file for you. So you don't have to learn HTML to make this thing, guys. It'd help, but you don't have to. And after that, it talks a little bit about follow and no follow links. And guys, this is something that if you're into SEO, you're probably very familiar with, but if you're not, you've probably never heard of these terms. When you create a link in HTML, you have the opening, closing, encapsulating greater than, less than signs that are brackets, and then you have a space href equals and the web address. And the href equals would be http://webmasterbusinessplan.com could be an example. And in that you can have the relevancy tag rel equals either follow or no follow. Now what this does is this is kind of a way of circumventing the robots text. It's a way that on page, on each specific link on the page, actually it's a more accurate way, but it's not an easy way to automate this. If your robots text, it does a whole folder or a whole file. This way you can get down to each specific link and tell the robots to either look at it or don't look at it. No follow means all the spiders and bots that are looking at this page do not follow this link. And what you'll see people using this for is you'll see, for example, in YouTube, if you add a link in your description, guys, now you can get click-throughs and that link will be functional. However, YouTube does not give every person that puts a link on their site value for that backlink being on their website. Now this is smart for YouTube because they know that people will pay for links on their sites and they'll pay for advertising. So it's just another way that they make more money, and they also don't lower the value of the links that are on their pages, because as many millions of people use this site, everybody putting a link there, it would actually degrade the value of their site by having outbound links going to people's sites that are not ranked well. So If you're looking for if you're going commenting on blogs and trying to get backlinks, guys, you need to make sure these are do follow links. If there are no follow links, your link is irrelevant. You may get a click, but it's not going to help you with the search engines. So coming and going, this is very important to understand what this tag does and how to use it. If you're using a CMS or a content management system, many of these will allow you to edit rather your links for comments are follow or no follow. You can change that in a lot of them. So check it out. It is very important to know how that functions as far as building links for yourself and building your site so that it functions the way that you want it to. And they go on to show a couple examples of the robot text and stuff. And guys, I just really can't articulate that without you seeing what they're telling us here. So you need to download this or just search about robots.txt and the no-follow tag. Good practices for promoting your website. Now this is something that Google touches on, a topic that I'm very interested in because it's something they haven't really said they've released yet, but what I hear they have. So they tell you to go blog about content or services. A blog post on your own site letting your visitor base know that you have added something new is a great way to get the word out about new content or services. Other webmasters who follow your site or RSS feed could pick up the story as well. Now guys, if you don't know what RSS is, it is really simple syndication, and what it is basically it adds a feed, a direct feed, generally from a blog. If you're using Joomla or some other higher end cool content management systems, they allow you to do this too. But generally the term RSS feed or RSS is associated with a blog. And what this does is that as you add a new post to your blog, it sends this information out to wherever you want. Now obviously most people list Yahoo, Google, and all these big search engines, and maybe some other giant blog search engines that are specific to their topic or category. But it can actually dump data from your site directly to these other sites with updated information to what you have and what your new post is about. Great way to get new visitors, a great way to keep old visitors. If you don't have an RSS feed, you should check that out as well. It's a great way to aggregate new information about your site to multiple places simultaneously, and it is a free service to use. Don't forget about offline promotion. And basically, I think what Google's really angling at here is that you need to promote your site. You need to promote your site. Don't try to trick their search engine. Get out there and promote your site. That's what they're trying to say here. They tell you to use business cards and letterheads and put your website on everything you own. Guys, that's nothing new to most people. If you have a website, the odds are you're already talking about it to your friends, family, and coworkers. So it's nice they point that out. But now here's what catches my eye. Know about social media sites. Okay, it says avoid attempting to promote each new small piece of content you create. Go for big, interesting items. Now guys, it's kind of contradictory what they're saying with the RSS feeds, because an RSS feed is going to update all these sites every time you make a new post, no matter how big or small. What their point is, don't spam on social media sites. And they have a very valid point there, and I would concur with them. But what's interesting about this is, I don't know if I've actually covered this in this video series or another, but it's big news in the SEO and the search engine optimization world that Google is actually currently using, from what most people tell me, a new social engine, and it's going to change the way that your site is ranked, how the ranking is developed. They're going to use some behavioral search results, and guys, there are nothing but big changes coming. So I want you to understand that everything I've told you in this series is accurate and is viable and is very usable, and it all works. However, there's going to be some new algorithms and some new data that Google is going to associate and cross-reference to the backlinks and to the title and metadata information and everything else we've covered.